All right, everyone, this is Tasha. Welcome to the class Forex for Beginners. It's 6:01, so we will get started. So we host this class every Tuesday from 6 p.m. Eastern to 7, and it's really just to help familiarize you with all the different Forex concepts and terms that you'll hear in the back office and in the live trainings and live classes. Learning Forex can seem like a different language or a second language. So the purpose of this class is just to help you get familiar with more of the concepts. So what I'm sharing on the screen now is the back office, and Coach Max has launched the official 2-week syllabus. I know she's still putting her finishing touches on it, but it is here for us. What I'm not going to preview it today. What I did want to point out is make sure that you click enter the university. I know there was some confusion about how to actually get to the videos and how to see all the links. So once you click this enter the university, then I'll just go ahead and briefly click on it. Then you'll be able to see the basics 1 and the basics 2, and you can walk through all of the different days, and there's just so much good information back there. Coach Max has really done a phenomenal job with all the training that's in the 2-week syllabus. So I wanted to start off with that. Now we're going to switch gears. What I wanted to cover today is how to open up a demo or a live account with LQDFX. They are one of the brokers that you can choose to do your trades with. And give me a second and I will share that slide deck. Let's start at the beginning. So I use this broker as well with Hugo's Way is my other broker. So LQDFX, that's the broker that will cover the setup for today. Now, before I forget, if you go into the chat, you will see a link to my YouTube site, and we record all of these classes. So if you missed something or you wanted to share it with another team member in Epic, then you can go to the site. I should have this one uploaded by tomorrow. So all the ones that we've done for the last 4 weeks or so should be in the chat, and I'll paste that again. Okay, so it's there for you. So let's talk about briefly, because this can really be a class all by itself, but trading indices. So Damo 30, he is our illustrious leader, official Epic master trader, and he is a beast with his indices signals. Now, you may have noticed that when his signals come out, the disclaimer says, make sure that you have $500 to $600 in your account before you take these trades. So that is the recommended balance. Now, he also let our team know that with LQDFX, you are technically able to take an indice trade with as little as $50. So I couldn't believe it. So I already had an account with LQDFX. I put $50 in it and I was able to take a US 30 trade. So it's absolutely possible. So the indices are US 30, JUR 30, NASDAQ 100. There's the S&P 500. There's several of them. But what we're going to go over today is how to set up the account in case you do want to take some indice signals. His Damo's trades are absolute fire. I think he broke a record last week in terms of how many pips he caught with his Germany 30 and US 30 trades. So I do want to go over some disclaimers and warnings. Indices move very, very quickly. They are very volatile, which means they kind of explode. And so the potential is there to make money fast. The speed is why people who trade the indices, like them. However, that can go, both ways. You can make money fast, you can lose money fast. When Damo sends out his trade signals, they are meant to be taken immediately, meaning he sees the setup. And because the indices move so fast, it's essential that you get in as soon as possible when you receive the signal in the Telegram chat. Now, practice indices in a demo account first. I can't stress that enough because there's really no way to describe how fast they move. Like, you really have to see it for yourself, but you don't want to experience that on a live account. You want to practice and demo, really get accustomed to the volatility or how quickly you can make or lose money with indices. Indices are not suggested, as first things that you trade. So indices are not Forex pairs, so to speak. Like Euro USD is a Forex pair. That's the Euro dollar against the United States dollars. The indices are, and I'll probably just have to get an official definition, but US 30 and NASDAQ 100, for example, are US indices, and they represent the technical companies. So it's not necessarily a Forex pair. But in any case, if you start your Forex journey on Monday, you probably don't want to trade indices on Friday. You want to start with your beginner-friendly Forex pairs, your AUD USD, your Euro USD, your USD JPYs. But when you're ready to dabble in the world of indices, definitely do it in demo first. And the suggestion is to have $500 to $600 in your account to take the indice trades. However, you are able to take one trade, with a $50 or $60 account. The reason that you want to, best case scenario, you have $500 to $600, and that's to give your account wiggle room. One pair may have a stop loss that's equivalent to, one trade can have a stop loss that's equivalent to $20, $30, $40, or even $50. So if you have a little cushion in there, you can have a $100 account. That trade, hopefully it won't hit stop loss, but if it does, that's automatically $50, gone. So if you started with 50, that's probably going to get you one trade. And if you lose that trade, that account is going to be wiped out. That's why, because you can make and lose money so fast, it's recommended to have the $500 to $600 account. I wanted to at least share the information of how to open up the LQDFX account. So the benefit is, for example, there are other brokers that offer indices. Not all brokers offer US 30 and Germany 30, because in the chats, people may say, well, I don't see this, on my broker. So I know FX Choice does not offer indices, but Hugo's Way does. But you can't take a US 30 or Germany 30 trade on Hugo's Way with less than $100. You need to have $110, $120. Otherwise, you'll get the dreaded not enough money in your account when you try to place the trade. So that's the advantage of LQDFX, and that's why we wanted to share it, because you can take an indice trades with a much smaller account. You just gotta keep in mind that that stop loss may wipe you out. All right, so let's continue on with the setup. And I am going to try to keep an eye on the chat in case there are any questions. Hey, Shannon, how are you? So let me just tell you that the format of the class, I like to present something new and or important the first 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes max of the class. And then for the last half hour, that will be Q&A. You come off mute or put your question in the chat, and I'll try to answer your question for you, whether it's trading view, how to enter a trade, just trading stuff in general. And if I can help, I'll do my best. So here's the website, lqdfx.com. So The first thing you're going to do is fill out, just this basic information, first, last name, email, phone. And you're going to first decide if you're filling out if you want to open a demo account or a live account. So we'll go through the live account option for today. So next, the next few slides, and some people are kind of taken aback because the brokers like to ask lots of personal information. Okay, so just get ready to fill out all your information from a broker's perspective. So, it starts kind of general, and then you're going to fill out your address, how long you've been at that address, just more personal information. And I labeled this additional information. It's going to ask you financial information as well as your employment information, employment status, and trading experience. How long have you been trading? So next, choose your wallet currency. I'm here in the US, so that's going to be USD for me. There are other options depending on where you're located. And choose your trading platform. So MT4 for the platform and account type. So I'll go into more details about why we're choosing micro in a minute, but choose micro for your account type and then your currency. For me, that's going to be US dollar. Now, there are two options here. I would like to receive the 100% bonus. That sounds really good, right? Because I have had brokers that would say, if you deposit $100, we'll add an additional $20 for you to trade with, or an additional $25 or an additional $50. So I thought this was interesting that, 100% bonus. It makes it sound like if you put in 100, they'll match it and you'll have $200 that you can trade with. That's not the case. I inquired with customer support because every broker is different. And basically, no additional funds are added to your deposit. However, once you trade some incredible amount, 50 standard lots at some, time in the distant future, once you've accumulated enough volume, is what they call it, then they would add additional funds to your account. So basically, don't even worry about checking that button because it's definitely misleading in my opinion. Let me make sure everyone is muted. Now you do have to check this next one. I have read, understood, and accepted the privacy policy, risk disclosures. So you can click here to read all that and then check it off. And then you're ready for the next step. So account types. LQDFX offers a variety of account types. So the reason that I like the micro account is because of the leverage. I use 1 to 500 with Hugo's Way. And so in order to get that leverage here, you can use a micro account. Notice at the bottom, it tells you how many Forex pairs you get with that account type, as well as how many indices you get. So keep in mind, not all brokers even offer the indices. So LQDFX is in the number of brokers that do offer it. So I like the micro account. And, you may be asking, well, what is leverage and, why do I need it? Why can't I do a 1 to 100? So the higher the leverage, the more of your deposit money that you can use to make a trade. So if your leverage is only 1 to 100, then if you have a $100 account, at some point you won't have enough free margin to make more than 1 or 2 or 3 trades. So with the higher leverage, you can use more of the money that you deposit to actually place your trade. All right, so that's the last step in terms of just opening the account. So now we'll move into, well, how do you fund it? So you'll get a message like this that says, thank you for opening your account. Now they want you to upload your verification documents. Now, notice the part in asterisk. If you wish to start trading immediately and you want to provide your documentation at a later date, then if you deposit via crypto, then basically you can start trading right away. So I do want to show you what these verification documents are. So, the process that we're going through now is pretty much the same with all the brokers. They all want your personal information. They all want you to verify where you live, submit your driver's license, and then there's the funding bit. So no matter which broker you choose, this process is kind of the same. So in terms of verification documents, they'll want you to upload or take a picture on your phone and drop it here. Normally your driver's license, the front and back. So that's just a typical example of how you can upload your ID. So now it's time to deposit funds. So this is what the back office of LQDFX looks like. And you're going to click on deposit funds. We've created the account. Now it's time to, since we're going over how to do a live account, how to actually get your funds in there. So with LQDFX, you have 3 different options. And honestly, these options vary depending on where you live. So for the US, here are the 3 options. Some countries, you'll be able to use your debit or credit card, and the process is a lot simpler to get your trading account funded. But for the US, here are the 3 options. So I'll go over a few of these. Now, this last option I want to talk about first, and it's VLOAD, VLOAD.com. VLOAD is easy to use once you are set up, but the setup may take you a few days and it's a bit of a headache because when you go to the site, they want your driver's license information uploaded, proof of residency. Normally you can show them a bank statement or a bill that shows your current address on it. Then the debit or credit card that you want to use to fund your trading account, you'll have to take a picture of it and upload that. And if there are any issues, like you have to make sure that none of the pages are cropped off, that all the edges of the debit card are shown. So it can take a few iterations to get that all approved. Once you're approved, I love it. It's really easy to use, but that setup is quite a pain. So that's one option for you. The other option involves cryptocurrency, AKA Bitcoin. Now, for some, when you hear that word, it just kind of, freaks you out because you've never dealt with Bitcoin before. So just know you have the VLOAD option if you want to avoid Bitcoin and you don't want to tackle something new. But I'm going to show you at least a little bit of how to proceed with the Bitcoin or crypto option. So in case you're not familiar with it, Bitcoin is a type of cryptocurrency. There are other cryptocurrencies out there. Bitcoin is probably the most popular, the one that we've all heard of. So the only difference between this option 1 and this option 2, with the first option, you're specifically funding through Bitcoin. With the second option, you can use the second option for Bitcoin, but in case there's some other cryptocurrency that you have and you want to use, you would use that second option. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about the Bitcoin option, and I'll cover in detail, probably in another class, how to actually purchase the Bitcoin. I used to be involved in a trading company, and our monthly membership was paid each month through crypto. So it was definitely a learning curve, something I had never done before. But after you do it a few times, it becomes a little bit easier to maneuver. So let's say I clicked on the Bitcoin option. They're making a note here that if you use Coinbase, they're telling you to do the crypto method. Coinbase is a company where you can buy your Bitcoin, and sometimes there's a bit of a delay in terms of how long it takes the Bitcoin to transfer here. So the first thing that you want to start with is put how much you wish to deposit. And notice it's in dollars. So let's say we are loading this LQDFX account with $60. So even though I'm on the Bitcoin screen, I'm going to put $60 as the amount that I want to deposit. And now let's talk about what this screen says. And I'll slow down a bit and kind of go over this in detail. So this figure here, where it says send, and it has like a decimal point and then BTC, the $60 converted to Bitcoin is this number here. So this is the amount of Bitcoin, the 0.00, and I'll make it a little bigger. The 0.00570,944, that is the amount of Bitcoin that corresponds to $60. Now, there are fees involved, so it's not an exact correlation, but it's pretty close. So this number is important because it's the amount of Bitcoin that you need to purchase. And here is where you're going to send that Bitcoin. Here is what is known as the Bitcoin address, the BTC address. So the way that I was shown that's, I think the simplest to use is to have Cash App on your phone. And I know not all countries have Cash App. So whatever way is easiest for you to purchase your Bitcoin. And we'll do a different class on this so we can kind of go over some different ways to do it. But to keep things simple for now, if I have Cash App on my phone, it's the way that I purchase Bitcoin. Using Cash App, I can do it in about 30 to 40 seconds, just pressing a few buttons. And once I purchase the Bitcoin on Cash App is going to ask me, well, where am I sending it? What's my Bitcoin? What's my BTC address? So that's why this is important. So you can just kind of copy this, send that to Cash App. Sometimes Cash App will just hold up its camera. It will bring up a camera. And so I'll have LQDFX here on my laptop. I'll have Cash App on my phone, and I can literally just zap this. This is called a QR code. I can take a picture of that and poof, it's like magic. Cash App can speak to this and literally deposit my Bitcoin into LQDFX in a matter of minutes. So using Cash App on your phone is, to me, one of the easiest ways to buy Bitcoin and deposit it into your account in dollars. So don't think that you have to trade in Bitcoin and that it's complicated. It's not. Bitcoin is just the way that you get your money into your account quickly. So again, you could go into Cash App, say, I want, how much Bitcoin do you want to purchase? You'll say $60. Maybe you'll do 62, 63 to account for any fees. And then you'll have this decimal amount in your Cash App, and you'll send this address, and it's like magic. The Bitcoin is deposited into your LQDFX account, and it shows up as dollars. So once you do that, then this is what you'll see here on the right, paid. Okay. All right, we are almost done. So now, when you deposit funds into your account, and this is true for Hugo's Way, for LQDFX, for 99% of the brokers that I've used, when you make your deposit, it ends up in your wallet. So if I zoom in, it says my wallet balance is $60. And so that's the amount that I wanted to start my LQDFX trading account with. Now, it is not in my trading account yet. Your trading account is different than your wallet. Your wallet, because you may have more than one trading account. So just because you deposit it into LQDFX, it's sitting in your wallet. So we need to do one more step, and then it'll be actually in our trading account. And again, all the brokers follow this same basic kind of pattern. You deposit it into your wallet, and then you do an internal transfer so that we can move the money from the wallet to our trading account. So we'll click on internal transfer. And notice the from. We're going to take it from our wallet and we're going to take it to our trading account. Now, if you have more than one trading account, you would just click on this drop down and choose the right one. In this case, I only have one, so that's where I'm going to do it. So this screen is exciting, and I want to tell you why. So once you start making income and you're ready to do the fun part and take money out, you're going to go through this same process. So let's say, in a few weeks, you're ready to withdraw $100. You're going to do an internal transfer, but it's going to be from your trading account back to your wallet. And from there, there's some withdrawal methods that can take it from your wallet, to your checking account or bank wire transfer or crypto as well. Bitcoin, you can withdraw in Bitcoin. So I really like this screen. This is why it's important to choose a broker that others are using. You want to make sure that your broker is vetted, that that others have used it, that they can get your money into your trading account, and that you can, more importantly, pull your money out when you're ready to do so. So that's why I kind of stayed with, the more popular used ones, just because it shows up on the internet, and especially if it's overseas, I would be leery of using a broker that no one else is using, because when it's time to take your money out, you want to make sure that there are no issues there. All right, so internal transfer from our wallet to our trading account. So then you would click transfer. And now we want to verify it, right? We want to make sure that the money is ready for us to trade with. So I'm going to click on account list. Here is the one account with this balance. So I am ready to go. And that describes, I know this was a little longer, this describes the steps for opening up your live account and how to put money in. Now, on my YouTube site, I did a similar slide deck on opening a live account with Hugo's Way. And on that one, I'm actually showing you how to use Cash App on your phone. I only use an iPhone in that video. So in the next one that I do, I'll show how to use Cash App, how to buy a certain amount of Bitcoin and how to transfer that into your account. And I'll do that with the iPhone and the Android. But if you want to see the steps, then go to my YouTube site and look for that video, how to open a live account with Hugo's Way. And that will show you the very specific steps on an iPhone for Cash App. All right, everyone. Well, it is 6:30. That wraps up the new part that I wanted to cover. So now let's go into Q&A. So come off mute. Questions about this, your other trading account, taking trades, trading view, whatever you want to talk about. If I can help, I sure will. So who's first? Or what questions do you have? And while you're getting your questions ready, I want to take a poll of the students that are here. Put a 7 in the chat for me if you already have your demo account and you are taking demo trades. Who's already doing that? Put a 7 in the chat if you're in your demo account and you're connected to the Epic Forex Signals Telegram, and you're actively taking trades in your demo account. Now, if you're in your live account, put an 8 in the chat. So 7, you're taking trades in your demo account. 8, you're taking trades in your live account. Is anyone doing that? Any 7s or 8s? Okay, well, let's back it up. Okay, all right. I see Shannon. All right. Shannon is in her live account. Awesome.
Hey, Tash, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. As always, you always doing an amazing job, and I like how you've been patient, and every day I learn something new.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank
But
you.
I need to ask a question for a few of my team members.
Yes.
You're concerned about spread, like internationally. So if you could speak a little bit more about spread and how spread is important and how
Yes.
does it work a bit? Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me share a different slide deck and we can take a look at the spread. Actually, I think I may have an entire slide deck on that. One second. So basically, while I'm looking for that slide deck, the spread is what you pay the broker in terms of pips to take an actual trade. So brokers are kind of like grocery stores, and each broker is going to have a different spread, for the same pair. So that's kind of how you shop around to see who has the best spreads. 1 second, let's see, what am I going to share? We'll just do this one. Taking the trade alert. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen. Great. So first we'll look at the iPhone and I'll show you how to find the spread for a particular pair. So let's say you're on the iPhone, you have a choice at the top, simple and advanced. If you click on advanced, let's look at AUD NZD. Here you can see that the spread is 7. You can ignore the last digit. And to make sure, look at the difference between this low price and this high. This is 1.0220. This is 1.0227. So it's a difference of 7, which matches the spread here. So what that means is that, and I like to give the example in just single digits. Think about a number line, the scale of 1 to 10. So let's say that I start at the number 1 and I'm doing a buy. So I'm expecting price to go up, right? If my spread is 7 pips, that means when I enter this trade for a buy, as price moves to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of that movement is for me to pay the broker the spread, because this trade is costing 7 pips. So as price is moving 7 pips, I'm not getting paid yet because the broker gets paid first. So the first 7 pips of the move pay my spread. When price moves that 8th pip, now my my thing on MT4 will go from red to blue. And now I'm making money because I paid my spread first. So obviously, the lower the spread, the faster that you will make money. So I've been in calls before where we're live trading and everyone has different brokers, right? So if 10 people in a room all jump into the same trade at the exact same time and price moves 10 pips, people are going to be in different places of profit. Some may not be in profit at all because it depends on what your broker is charging you for that trade. The spread makes a difference. If your spread is 1 or 2 pips, then you'll be in profit way faster than someone who has a spread of 5, 6, 7, or 8 pips. So that's what the spread means. You want to be careful of taking trades right when the market opens or right when it closes for a session, because brokers are notorious for jacking up the spread at that point. So at 5 p.m., normally around 4:45, 4:50, all the spreads may go up enormously, especially with Hugo's way. So it's very rare that I'll take a trade anywhere between 4:45 and 5 because the spreads are going to be too high. So after that transition calms down and the market opens back up, maybe around 5:30 or so, the spreads will go back down to their normal rates. So typically 1, 2, or 3 is common for a spread. Some pairs are just known to have high spreads, like your Bitcoin, because it moves so much. But yeah, that's what the spread means. So it's what you have to pay the broker before you are in profit. So you'll notice demo or live account, anytime you enter buy or you enter sell, you're always in red because you got to pay the broker its spread first. And as soon as price moves enough to pay the spread, then you'll go to blue and now you're in profit. How's that, Shannon?
Awesome. Answer my question. Now I can pass on the information. I figured it was something like that, but the other thing, I think it's because it's international. The person's from the Caribbean. I think he's on the line now. The person's from the Caribbean. So, and that particular broker is not used overseas, over in the States. So the spread is really high. So I'm wondering, and that particular broker doesn't do like a third party. You can use your debit card with that broker. So I'm wondering if that's why the spread is so high.
And, you know, it just depends, because is it high for that particular pair, or are all the spreads on all the pairs high? Because
most of the spreads, most of the pair is really high.
Yeah. So depending on where they are, they can look for another broker. Like there are times that I actually will decide which broker I'm using based on who has the lower spread. So there's nothing wrong with having multiple brokers. And a lot of times I'll use FX Glory. I'm pretty sure most countries can use FX Glory.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce that one to them.
Yeah, tell them and I'll type it in the chat. FX Glory. And their spreads are really, so their spreads are a little higher, but they don't charge swap fees. So I don't know that I've talked about this, but if I enter a trade on, today is Tuesday. If I enter a trade today and I stay in that trade past the close of the trading day, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time, in order to carry that trade over to the next trading day, the broker will charge me a swap fee or a commission fee. And normally it's kind of nominal, you know, it's like a few cents. But if you're a swing trader and you're in that trade all week or a couple of weeks or so, that can start to add up. So the good thing about FX Glory is that they don't charge any swap fees. You can be in that trade a month and they're not going to get any extra on a daily basis. So that's why a lot of people like FX Glory. But your person may want to check that out to see if they can have another option so that they can make a choice when it's time to take a trade to see who has the lowest spread.
Right, right. Thank you very much, Tasha. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? You guys can come off.
Good evening.
Oh, hey there.
My name is Danny. I'm trading from the Caribbean with demo account.
Yes.
I guess Shannon was asking about the thing for me. Actually, I used to trade with Osprey. It was like 7, 8, 6, whichever, depends on the pair. Now I'm trading the same as XM Global. It's like 35, 40, 45, 41, 26, 28. Like it's, and I guess I get the information from you. I'm gonna try to open another one.
Yeah, and remember, like on the screen right now, AUD, NZD, it's showing 70. It's really just 7. That last digit you can ignore, and then you can look at the difference in price and know for sure. So you can
yes,
ignore
yes,
the last digit.
I noted that, but whichever the regular like Japanese against New Zealand or something like this, all of them not less than like 26 to 35, $45. All of them, it's really high. I was really surprised.
That is really high.
Yes, and you just can't make money like with $45 or $50.
Exactly. Even if you could make money, that's just an awful high price for every pair. That's a lot that you're giving away.
And I'm gonna tell you, thank you. You are so awesome, and thanks, Shannon, again as well.
All right, no problem, no problem.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any other questions? Don't be shy. We can pull up TradingView. We can go over, is there anyone that needs help setting up their demo account? I can pull up my Hugo's Way slides and show you how to actually get started with your demo account. Put a 3 in the chat if you need help setting up your demo account. Maybe you're brand new or you haven't done that yet. Is there anyone that needs help with that? A 3 in the chat if you need help. All right. Okay. And is it Carlin or Carline? I don't want to mispronounce your name.
Hi, it's Carlene.
Carlene, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
All right. So
I'm new to your platform, so I just wanted to know how to set up the demo.
Absolutely. So LQDFX is available for you. It's, for your demo account, it's going to be a lot simpler. They're not going to ask you for all that information, and you don't have to worry about funding your account. So you can try that. But I also want to share with you something that may be a little easier because I have every screenshot that you'll need, and that's a demo account with Hugo's Way. So all these slides are on my YouTube account, and you can find them there. But this just shows like a list of all the commonly used broker accounts. And so if you do set up one with Hugo's Way, here's the URL that you would go to, hugosway.com/demo-sign-up. If you go to hugosway.com, there's no clear path to how you do a demo. So most people mistakenly open up a live account, even though they're looking for a demo. So just fill out these few fields. For leverage, I like 500. And for the balance, choose the smallest available, which should be $1,000. When you click submit, Hugo's Way will send you a confirmation email. And this demo number and this trader password, that's what you're going to need later. So what I recommend, Carlene, is taking your demo trades on your phone. Now, when I first started, I had MT4 set up on the computer, and I'm so happy that in the 2-week syllabus in the back office, there are modules that go over how to set up MT4 on your computer. So comfort level you can do either or. I love trading on my phone because if I go to the grocery store, if I run an errand, I can always take a look at the status of my trade and I don't have to be home in front of my computer. You can actually do both. So one way to do it is pull up this email on your cell phone, and then you can take this next step to download MT4 on your phone. MT4 is short for MetaTrader 4, and that's the app where we actually take the trade. So you can pull up this email, download the one for your phone, and by the time you finish these slides, you would have set up your demo account on Hugo's Way and then downloaded MT4 on your phone. And then the next set of steps, now that you have MT4 on your cell phone, and I'll just wait and make sure my screen has caught up. Okay, so I'll go through. Carlene, do you have an iPhone or Android?
I have an Android, but I mainly use the computer.
Oh, okay, great. So let's skip down. Here's the Android. So you're going to open up MT4 and you're going to, one second, you're going to click on these, I think it's called the hamburger icon. You're going to click on those three white short horizontal lines next to quotes. So when you click there, then you're going to go to manage accounts. And then in the upper right corner, you're going to click on that white plus arrow or cross symbol. And then we're going to choose the second option, log in to an existing account. Now, some people, and it's perfectly fine, MT4 can give you a demo account and you don't have to go through a broker at all. The only reason that I don't like that option is that it starts you out with an account of $100,000. So it's very unrealistic. You're dealing with large numbers. I like going through a broker so you can get practice with that because you're going to have to do that for your live account. And then you can choose something a bit more reasonable, the smaller amount. So log into an existing account, choose your broker. So if you're doing Hugo's Way, you would type in Hugo's Way. If you were doing LQDFX, you would type in that. And now that confirmation email that Hugo's Way sent you, you're going to use your demo account number for your login and your trader's password for password. They'll also give you an investor password. Don't use that because it'll only give you read-only access and you won't be able to actually trade. So demo account number for login, trader's password for password. Click this checkbox here and you won't ever have to worry about typing all those characters in again. And then the very last step is to actually take the trade. So I'm assuming, Carlene, you're set up, you're connected to the Epic Forex signals?
Yes, I am, yes.
Okay, great. So when you get, let's say you're ready to take a trade that comes in, you open up MT4. If you don't see your pair listed, because with your demo account, they don't show you everything, they just give you a few. No worries, just click on this plus icon. Now you're going to click on FX group, assuming you're doing a regular Forex pair like Euro USD or AUD USD. We're not doing, as a beginner, you're probably, not doing a crypto pair or indices to start out with. So click on FX group. It may also be labeled Forex, or what was the other option? It's either FX group, Forex, or maybe Forex group. And so then you'll see the pair that you're looking for. Let's say you're looking for CAD JPY. You would select it and hold it down. And when you hold it down, you'll get this little menu. And so for the Android, you want to click on New Order. And this is the screen, I'll make it a little bigger, where you actually enter the trade. So on the right is an example of a trade alert that would come in. We're buying CAD JPY. Here's our stop loss, and here's our take profit. Now, normally when the traders give you a trade alert, they may have 1, 2, 3, 4, who knows how many take profits. So you can only choose one every time you enter. So if you're like, I like to pip and dip. So typically I do TP1 or TP2. So for the Android, they don't label the fields. So the stop loss is this number here. Okay, that's where the stop loss goes, and that'll be given to you. And then the take profit is the black number to the right. So the left is the stop loss. The right, here's where you put your take profit. And the other thing that we have to talk about is the lot size. Now, the lot size will not be given to you on the trade alert. That follows the general industry standard of 0.01 for every $100 in your account. So this demo account is going to have $1,000 in it. So you can use 0.1 for your lot size. So if your demo account or your live account has $100, then you would use 0.01. If it has $200, 0.02, $500, 0.05. Okay. So 4 things all together on this screen: stop loss, take profit, lot size, and then buy or sell. And now you're in the trade. Once you click buy or sell, you will be in the trade. So make sure you double check everything first.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Hi, Tasha. Is it the same? This is Shannon again. Is it the same way for the FX Glory? Is it similar? Most of the brokers are similar, right, to open, because that's what Carlene maybe would want, because from the Caribbean as well.
Yeah,
kind of the same procedure.
it is. I remember their back office looks a little different, but the steps are basically the same. Maybe I'll do that one for next week.
Right. I was trying to put your YouTube page in the chat for maybe some person I wanted to get it. So if you could do that, I don't know if I do the right way.
Yeah, that's it.
Subscribe to you and follow, watch the repeats and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and because of the different countries, Damo made a point that he wanted me and Savvy to definitely expand on our brokers, because not everyone can even use Hugo's way. So,
right, exactly.
Yeah, so we're doing LQDFX today, and we'll add on a couple of more and have a nice variety with screenshots, so everyone can be able to use the slides to set up.
Amazing.
Yep. All right, everyone. We have a few more minutes left. Any other questions? Don't be shy. So let's see, who has started going through the 2-week syllabus? Put a 5 in the chat if you are working your way through the videos that Coach Max has put together. Anyone going through the 2-week syllabus yet? All right, Carlene is, yes. And so I'm assuming the rest of you maybe have seen that information before. Shannon, are there other team members here?
I see Danny and Carlene.
Okay.
There was 2 who were supposed to make it, but they got caught up. So.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'll get this.
But Danny have been through it as well. He's going through the back office.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, if there are no other questions, I will work on uploading this call tonight, and it will be on the YouTube, but I hope everyone is as excited as I am. I'll just take the last minute just to to brag on Epic. First of all, the name of the company, I think, fits the vision. Every time I hear the leader speak, everything they do is so, epic, from, the possibility of having private jet service for 2 years, just, the Lamborghini car. I mean, for those who are building the business, I'm actually doing both, but my heart, is with trading, for sure. But I love listening to the leadership calls, because I don't know that I've been a part of a company where the corporate team is just so impressive in terms of their energy and their attitude and their goals. And I just feel like they have our best interests at heart. And so I'm super proud of Coach Max and David Lisiaga and Ryan and, all the traders. So, I think we've done, we're only, a few days into the official company. I think the pre-launch was very successful. And, there are going to be little tweaks and problems to fix, as we move forward. But I think we're just off to an amazing start. Yeah, Shannon, the energy is just, it's crazy good. So I'm super excited. And Damo, our fearless leader, his dad is David Cobb, and he's in his upline. And we just have really, really good leadership. Really good leadership. Damo is going to start doing more calls for Impact Over Profit. That's his organization that has a special place to him in terms of giving back to the community and to the world. So we are in good hands. Yes. I can see you guys.
Have you downloaded the app as yet?
Say it again.
Have you downloaded the app?
Saturday was the first time that I heard of the app, and I was in the car. So you have the app?
Yes, I do. And you could just stay from the app and just go straight to the back office. You can oops, a little noise here.
No worries.
Have the app where you could just straight from the app, you could go straight to your back office. There's a lot of features. I guess they're adding more stuff, but the fact that you have the app and communicate with your prospect, and it's a lot of things. I'm so excited. And what I'm excited about is about the marketing. I can't wait to get
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I can't wait.
David is amazing. Oh my God.
He's so smart. Like
yes.
Trust
I'm familiar with free Forex already, but the ideas that he has, and to make it so affordable, I can't wait.
Yeah. All in my 99 with all of that. That's amazing.
It is. Definitely is going to make it possible to share it and, to build a team for those who want to do so. So good things to come.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, y'all. Well, that is it for today. I'll get this uploaded hopefully later tonight or first thing in the morning, and I'll talk to you all next week. Happy trading. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.